boy. Our boy. Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everyone wherever you are in the world. I'm your host, Handtrap TCG, and today we are with BCS Top 16 RDR. And yeah, so how was getting top 16 in today's regionals?
Totally unexpected. I came into this with little preparation, almost intentionally. I know how to play this deck. It's Bocchi the Rock, the standard bar door build. But I have it in Japanese, but I didn't really practice. But just came here for vibes and got way farther than I expected. I was undefeated in Swiss, and not only that, of the two undefeateds, I was ranked number 1. So I'm very happy with how I did today.
All right. So, anyways, before we go about who is this lovely lady here?
So this is Marika Kono. She has nothing to do with Bocchi the Rock, but I chose to put my deck in an official Bushiroad product, which is this box here. And this is just a box of...
So technically, they cannot dock you for...
Exactly. This is the voice actor card collection, which is just trading cards of voice actresses. And this is her second one. So I just brought it, I just like this all day long, and brought me very good fortune.
All right. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to the deck profile.
Sure. So like I said, standard bar door build with the level 3 Rio combo and the level 1 Bocchi combo. It's good because it does a lot of damage and you can get a lot of cards in hand, and you can do can compression with the Nichigo, and that's why it's better than any other deck. It has the most consistency. And just like Marine, you only need 3 stock to run the finisher, because the Rio finisher is a come into play, sack something else on board, look it up to 3, hand 1, stock 1, waiting room 1. So extremely resource efficient in a deck that lets you get a lot of resources, get a lot of stock. And I'll get into that in a little bit. Other level 3s is obviously the early play with the synergy with the level 0 double rare Bocchi. A must run because you can play this for free, and I forgot that you could play this for free, so I actually got a judge call for not playing this for free and changing my mind. But you can play this for free, and that's why it's played. It's played at 3 copies because you need security to clock it for experience conditions for level 1 Bocchi combo. The Kita literally exists just for experience conditions, but I did hard play it a couple times when I needed to get rid of excess stock, or just to have a board that's really big, which did come up in games against Nino and games against Slime. That's the entire level 3 game.
Yeah.
This is run at 2 copies. I really don't think you should run it at anymore. Anyone who runs it at more than 2 copies is playing the free fresh backup that requires you to pitch this, which is just not consistent enough. The level 2 game is mostly tech. We have the Bocchi Fumio, which I did get to use today. I got to use all my tech today. It's not tech because everyone plays it, but I got to use this again today and it helped me win my first round in Top Cut, I believe. And then we have the Attention Whore Bocchi level 2 or level 3 killer. It has a very funny effect where it has a non-once per turn gains power when an opponent uses active ability effect. This is actually also mostly used to clock for experience condition, but in a meta that has Nino, it's a good card to play, good thing to have in your pocket. Not literally, figuratively. The anti-change, and then 2 copies of Stock Shuffle, which I don't believe in, but I did have to use it 2 times. The first time I used it was in round 1, and it literally didn't do anything for me. My opponent had 8 climaxes in their deck and fairly compressed. I Stock Shuffled them 0 for 5 stock, but it just stacked all the climaxes in the bottom, and that's how it worked. But the Stock Shuffle is still good because the opponents will have to respect it. So that's the level 2 game. It's very technical. And running 2 copies, again, to meet experience condition, and also because it's a level 2, which I'll get into later. Level 1, very straightforward. The level 1 combo, which lets you grab 3 cards, lets you ditch extra climaxes, which is a problem in this deck. And other people run hand filter. I choose to not run hand filter, and I'll get into that in a second. I think this is good enough as hand filter itself. And then the Futari, which is very good because it lets you salvage based off of the number of level 0 yellow Bocchis in the waiting room. extremely good when you're in that large waiting room state. You can salvage anything basically. So this is run at 3 or 4 in every deck. I run it at 3. And then the last sort of tech piece I was able to use, the Rio trait deleter. I used it in my final round, which I did lose, but I did get to use it. And I got to reverse a full field of slime. So, you know, that worked out and that was fun, but then I lost, but at least we got to do it. So the level 0 game, this is the only part of the game where I've done anything. We have 2 copies of the Runaway Runner that pumps power. Power pump is good just because there's a lot of power on the board these days. And Bocchi herself only gets a 6-5 with the climax combo, so it's good to have this as safety to get over anything big. So that's run at 2, and then of course this has to be run at 4, which is the like, you know, the whole set, the whole show revolves around her, and so does the set. So the stock bomb and the Rize is very important to get out of bad hand conditions, to get out of bad deck states. It is one of the only ways to do that because I'm not running other forms of hand filter. That is like come into play hand filter. This is probably like the MVP card for me, honestly, today. It is an uncommon. It is the Bocchi, what would you call it? The tap Ricky, the tap salvage Ricky. The first effect is a revenge effect when another one of my characters gets reverse pump 1 through power. But really, the second effect is the most important part because it's basically the best and most consistent salvage I have in this deck. At the end game, if I have real finishes in the waiting room, multiple rounds, maybe half of my rounds, I was able to get 1 copy back and look for that 3rd copy of Rio, or look for the gold bar climax or whatever by doing this. And when you're level 3, it is almost always the final turn, so I don't care about clocking myself. And I was never all tournament in a state where I was 3-6 and I couldn't do it, which speaks to luck, but you know, also like I was able to do it. So probably the MVP card for me today. And then the Brainstormer running at 4. Some people run at 3, I run at 4. Honestly, this deck doesn't need that much soul. I prefer to swing for 3 and burn 3 for finisher. But soul is good, and I think this let me output more damage consistently through the game, which was good. And of course, this is the main card that you block for yellow to play your yellow tech, because you'd rather never block the stock bot. And I was able to never block this, so that was good. The Nichika sort of deck the Search Helmet, great card because you always have a lot of hand unless like you screwed yourself in this game. So great card. 2 copies of the Aqua. In the rare cases where you don't have enough cards in your hand, this is good. It has synergy with the Bro Finisher because you can use the Bro Finisher to kill this and then get cards in hand if you need to. I didn't have to do that though. I was in a good enough hand state where I didn't have to do it. But it is safety for that.
And your favorite card?
Well, before that, Climax Swap.
Yeah.
Which should be run at 2 because of the last card, but I chose not to because I like gambling. Not the MVP card, but the thing that makes my list different from the other Bocchi lists today is this card. It is the Sag Rio Clock Bomb Coin Flip Hand to Stock. So hand to stock is like good. I mean, because you always have too much hand in this set. But the Clock Bomb is the funniest effect because it is a coin flip. Once it's reversed, I reveal the top card of my deck, and based on the level of the card revealed, I can send that level or lower into the clock, which is just great in a meta that has an oppressive level 2 combo and a lot of standby players in Nino. And I was able to resolve this several times against Nino players, which was always fun. Not against level 3 because I usually won by then, but against their level 2s, the stuff with hand encore, or the stuff that can't be reversed. This is a great sort of hate against that sort of profile. And because I'm only playing one of the Scribe, which I don't mind, like, I think it tilts opponents because I just literally coin flip and then I win coin flips by having enough 1s, 2s, and 3s in my deck. And psychological damage cannot be understated in card games because it can lead to misplays down the road. Did it help me win? Maybe not, but it certainly helped me get board advantage. So yeah, I love this card. It wasn't MVP today, but I got to do enough times that I think it's justified. And of course, I can always clock for green, so that was huge. So yeah. Shoutouts to the guy filming this.
Oh, what the fuck?
Even though I drove him here.
Okay.
And shoutouts to Marinka for recovering from her psychological condition and coming back for voice actor card collection too. Shoutouts to Roy and shoutouts to Roki Sasaki because I named my deck Roy of the Year. Because Rookie of the Year is abbreviated as Roy. So I named my deck after Roki Sasaki. I hope he wins. And I did get the foil Bocchi promo as well.
Alright, open. Bro, pull the Bocchi.
This is the participation pack.
No. It's it should guarantee you the PR packs. The PR foil.
Yeah, the hollow one.
Oh shit. Whoa, wait.
Oh, you got the Bocchi one.
The Bocchi is real.
I mean, that's what I deserve,
Yeah.
That's what you deserve.
Alright,
man.
no.
The highest ranked Bocchi player.
Oh, okay. Bro,
Double Bocchi?
God, I hate this fuck. No, it's a different one.
you should open it from the top. PSA 9? PSA 10? Oh, shot. Oh, there's a lot of shout outs pulled today.
Yeah, that's nice.
I can't believe.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks for paying for our dinner tonight.
Alright,
We're all winning today.
time to bounce.
Oh, your participation.
For participation. I did not open this until I lost the game, and I was rewarded for it. So yeah, that's it.
We forgot Charles.
Yeah, it was meant to be today. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. And yeah, congratulations to RDR for topping his first BCS. Is it actually?
Yep. I've never gotten the top card before. So.
He has
And
topped.
this is the biggest field I think
Well,
that I've played.
we both topped the premier event. Now it's next Callie's turn. Your turn. Your turn to top a premier event.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It's secret sauce. I'm not gonna reveal it. It'd be too powerful if that information got out there, so we're not gonna reveal that today. We're not revealing my top 8 deck. I'm undefeated though.
The fuck. Anyways, catch you guys to the next. Bye.
I think I know well from Japanese, but in English I'm borrowing these cards, and I didn't really play much this weekend.
Did it over on